the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience
Here's Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, but if they don't find early success today.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point is good. And the Dolphins will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. Again, it's Jackson. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson up top again. To the tight end Likely. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
In motion comes Walker. On third down, Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions.
That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. I'd say unlikely. Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Chewing it on first down. That's taken in by Achane. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line. Tua, give it to Achane.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep you short of the first down.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. Taking off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A first down throw for Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. This is caught down that right sideline. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Sybert's kick is good. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
In motion comes Walker. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. We'll be back in Baltimore. Second and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw batted away. And incomplete. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another down.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. In motion comes Walker. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. A shotgun snap for Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's the punter now. As he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flap. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
In motion comes Walker. 2nd down, Jackson. This one complete, right side. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Swift. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. There goes Swift. First down and more. A terrific run there. All the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's great to have one guy. But if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run. It's Swift. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Line scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Jackson looking to throw. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Baltimore. Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. That's taken in by Achane. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the gun, here's Tua. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Gesicki, the man in motion. try and run it here. It's Achan. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now Swift. And he'll get about 5.
The
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Jackson to the tight end, Likely. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Jackson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing is Tua. He's going to run it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's their punter now as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Jackson now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime as we send you down to Orlando, and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. A first down throw for Jackson. Quick throw, taken in.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Back to throw, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Now Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end Likely. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
At the 45-yard line.
Jackson now. Going right sideline and complete.
So often sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
He will have a Ravens first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on third and 2.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Ravens.
Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll come up to third and 3. Slot receiver headed right. Tua now on third down. And that is incomplete. Punting headed out for the Dolphins. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The home team's offense. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Back near his goal line, Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Brings us second and 8 at the 5-yard line.
They motion a receiver right. Second down, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins back within 10. It's now 24-14. This taken at the 5. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Second and 8.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. His throw left side is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 24-yard line.
A run here with Swift. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Jackson now to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
No gain on the play.
One more time, they try Swift. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taking down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll go right and find his running back. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Tungo Vailoa. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Dolphins first down.
Back to throw is Tua. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's H.A. A dive for the end zone, and he loses the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there. defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Dolphins are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Sending a receiver right. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's caught by Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Swift. Whoa! Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson up top again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Seibert out now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Taken in by Gesicki.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's complete. It's Waddle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing again, it's Tua. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He's going to keep it himself. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A tight end in motion now. Here's Tua now on 2nd down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. A throw on the move is caught. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Quick throw out wide. It is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down. Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They snap it to Tua. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. Yeah.
They'll go again with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.